Well, that was a bit of a cock-up, wasn't it? One day I will actually get that introduction just right. One day. Anyway, g'day, hello, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. It is, as always, very, very much appreciated. Today, we are going to look at some funny videos, some jokes, and some heartwarming videos. Do warn you, you may need some tissues or a hanky, because the reason I'm a bit late is I had to go and clean myself up after watching a couple of videos. But we'll get to that shortly. First of all, as my sign says, we need to check the chat. So hello to Paracord Princess. Yes, first here. Awesome. Purple's here. Hello, Purple. Joker's here. B1. Thanks again, B1, for that introduction. I absolutely love it. UI star. Oh, goody. Since Chuck is late, we can push buttons and twist knobs. No, you can't. Everybody knows you can't do that. Bonnie says, I get the knobs. Awesome intro. Right. So that's it. That's everybody that's here. Bit of housekeeping. Everything's in order. I didn't have time to check the settings and make sure everything was okay. I hope you can all hear me well. That's about it. So let's kick things off. An absolutely awesome sporting weekend. Just give you some results. I did have all this queued up. Bear with me a second. So my beloved Fremantle, last game of the season, or the last rounds, we beat Hawthorn away at the MCG, the Melbourne Cricket Ground. It's actually where the final of the AFL is held. It's a massive stadium, holds in excess of 90,000 people. It's an incredible stadium. I might get there one day. But we beat Hawthorn. Hawthorn are actually from Tasmania, but they class the MCG as their home ground, being in actual Australia. And we beat them 93-56. I didn't get to watch the game because it was on whilst I was at work yesterday, but I've watched the highlights, and to be honest, we were absolutely freaking amazing. So that's brilliant. We did end up 14th on the ladder, which is a bit of a shame because we actually won quite a few games, but we started winning them towards the end of the season. And of course, you've got to be up there amongst it to qualify in the top 8. The top 8 then all play each other to get through to the grand final, which I think is the 22nd of September this year. And I mean, I've got plenty of buttons on my rescue. Fire truck. Even I know rescue is a fire truck. I thought that was pretty basics. Okay, so the next awesome sporting event, I'm very, very happy to announce this, is that my friend Paul, who I work with, he's gone back to England, or sorry, not gone back, he's gone to England, and he loves his Leeds, and Leeds beat Ipswich 4-3 away in the early hours of the morning yesterday. No, early hours of this morning, which was awesome. And my beloved Birmingham City, they also won at home 2-1 against Plymouth Argyle. So, and we are currently sitting third on the table at the moment with a draw, win. We are 2 points behind the leaders. I don't know how long that's going to last. I don't think it's going to last long because, after all, it is Birmingham City. But nonetheless, great sporting weekend. The only disappointment was the New Zealand All Blacks played their final warm-up game against South Africa at Twickenham in the early hours of Saturday morning and got absolutely trounced, which is very unusual. It's actually one of the biggest defeats the All Blacks have suffered against the Springboks. They lost 35-7. But as one of the players says, it's better to lose now than next week. The World Cup starts next week, and I am behind the All Blacks 100% all the way. So that's that. Now, whilst I was doing some research for today's stream, I inadvertently come across a scene from Happy Gilmore, and I didn't click why it was there until I read the captions. We'll just get that queued up. There we go. Now the caption reads, rest in peace, Bob Barker. Now apparently Bob died yesterday. Now we all know Bob Barker. Bob Barker was born on the 12th of December 1923, so he died at the age of 99, bless him. And of course, he was the host of what is currently holds the record as America's longest running game show, The Price is Right, which ran from 1972 to 2007. Well, that's when he ran it. So, very sad loss for America. I believe he was an absolute icon, and it doesn't mention how many children he has, but my condolences to America and indeed to Bob Barker's family. So yes, that's a shame. Are you doing with sports teams I've never heard of? You should have heard of them, B1, because I talk about them all the time. Well, you guys don't play rugby, so you probably wouldn't have. Well, you must have heard of the All Blacks and the Springboks and the Wallabies. Oh dear, B1. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. So, first video of the night is, of course, the scene from Happy Gilmore.
Right, let's go. Oh! You like that, old man? You want a piece of me? I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing. Oh! Now you're gonna get it, Bobby. The price is wrong, bitch.
Oh, yes, I do have YouTube open. Bear with me a second. Oh, okay, hang on a sec. Bear with me a second. Well, you guys don't play rugby. Oh, okay.
Now you're gonna get it.
Okay. Yep. Guess what? Yep. The the sound through the speakers is coming back through the microphone, as well as playing on the video. Okay, that's cool. Thank you very much for that. Doesn't normally happen. Got to admit, that does not normally happen. All right. Okay. Well, thank you very much for letting me know that. Much appreciated. All right. I don't think we want to play that again. I think we all get the gist. But yes, rest in peace, Bob Barker. All right. Thanks, B1. Knew I could rely on you. Okay. So in Australia, there are a bunch of YouTubers. They are they're just a bunch of guys and girls that get together. They've got a YouTube channel. They've got, I think they're everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They're absolutely everywhere. And they're called, oh, God, what's it called? It's called We Got the Chocolates. And they basically tell really bad dad jokes, and the challenge is not to laugh. I think we've all done that with friends and family at some point. But yeah, so they tell the jokes, and the person opposite them and just absolutely not supposed to laugh. So, but they're quite good jokes. They're funny jokes. I've just got headphones playing up again. So, by the way, hello everybody. The chat is free. I don't charge. If you want to actually put a comment in there, there is no charge. B1's sort of hogging the chat at the moment, but no, you are all more than welcome to put a comment in, say hello. So this is I've got I think about 4 of these videos, so we'll just have a watch of this one and see what you think.
I went to the Kleptomaniacs Anonymous meeting last night, but all the seats were taken.
Yana, what's pink and fluffy?
I don't know.
Pink fluff. What's purple and fluffy?
Purple fluff?
No, pink fluff holding its breath.
Oh. Michael thinks that's funny.
Now, I've got one of the videos. I can't remember which one it was, but one of the videos, obviously when they're filming this, they've got script writers and the camera crew and everybody in the background. There's one joke where absolutely everybody cracks up, and you will see that when we get to it. Oh, look, I got my email telling me that I'm live. Oh, bless YouTube. Thanks, YouTube. You're a star. Okay. I really do feel like I'm talking to myself at the moment. It's very weird. I mean, I am talking to myself, but it's just me, I guess. All right. Oops. Ha. Yep. Cool. Thanks for all the lovely comments. Beautiful. Let's pick on Chuck, shall we? All right, let's press on. Oh, hang on. I need to just make a watch folder so I don't replay. Kleptomaniac and Bob Barker. Let's get rid of those 2. All right. What did one dinner plate say to the other? Don't know. Should be good. I feel like I should know this one. Did it say you're really slow at typing the response? Oh, stop it. Oh, geez, that's terrible. That's terrible. Okay. Sometimes honesty is the best policy. Coupled with that is that police do have a sense of humor. It's absolutely 100% true. Police officers do have a sense of humor. Honesty is always the best policy. But when you put the two together, you get this video.
Being honest is always the best way to deal with police officers.
Is there anything on this boat shouldn't be?
Just you, officer.
Oops, I'm going to play that one again because I found that really, really funny.
Being honest is always the best way to deal with police officers.
Is there anything on this boat shouldn't be?
Just you, officer.
I just love the way he gets off. He just shrugs his shoulders and goes, yeah, you got me there. All right. Thank you for that. Oh, hello, Virgo. Welcome along. What's this? It should have been 4Q. Oh, that reminds me. I have got one of. I might try and find this. It'll get me a copyright strike, but I was about to say, has anybody heard of the two Ronnies? But I'm going to rephrase that and then say, has anybody not heard of the two Ronnies? There is a brilliant sketch, one of the funniest skits ever. And I will, time permitting, I haven't really got a time frame, but time permitting, I will find that video and we will watch it together and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. All right. Now, when we were at school, when we were at school, we were always taught, and it was drummed into us that you must always call the teacher Mr. something or Mrs. something or Miss something. But I don't know if you were the same, but the kids that I was at school with, we always wanted to know, and we would never say it, but we always wanted to know teachers' first names. And you'd never call them by their first names, ever. That'd be, apart from there was one that you did call by the first name. And that was the, I went to a Roman Catholic school, St. Edmund Campion, from 1982 to 1987. Even though I'm an atheist now, but I was Church of England at the time. But I did manage to get accepted into a Roman Catholic school. And of course, with the Roman Catholic school, certainly back in the 80s, was the nun. There was always a nun. So, and her name was Sister Barbara. And so that is the only person that you knew her first name, and you could call her by her first name because that was her title, Sister Barbara. But you never, ever, ever called the teachers by their first names, although you desperately wanted to get to know their first names. The best one was Mrs. Cope. She taught geography. Was it geography? Yes, it was geography. And her first name was Pippa. I love that name, Pippa. She didn't look like a Pippa, but yeah, her name, Pippa Cope. And she was an amazing teacher, absolutely wonderful woman. Then in English, there was Mr. Henderson. He was John Henderson. Maths teacher was Mr. Waite. His name was Terry Waite. Mr. Pritchard was physics teacher. He was Peter Pritchard. History teacher, Miss Malone. She was hot. Yvonne Malone. But it's something you never did. You wanted to know it. It was just a bit of ammunition. But here's what happens if you call people, if you call teachers by their first name. Oh, forgot to say, wait till you get to Rosemary. Wait till you get to Rosemary. You will piss yourself laughing.
Students decided to call their teachers by their first names, and this is what happened.
Hey, good morning, Curtisa. How you been?
You will address me as Dr. Nichols, not by my first name.
Yeah, Curtisa.
Hey, Tony. What? Hey, Ronnie.
Ronnie? No one calls me Ronnie but my mom, and she's been gone for a long, long time.
Good morning, Dwight.
Really?
How's it going, Rosemary?
What the actual f*** did you call me? Did you actually use my first name?
Oh, geez, that makes me laugh. Oh, dear. Love that one. Let's just move that into that folder. All right. It is, you're right, it is disrespectful. It is. Like I said, the minute you go to school, the first, I remember going to infant school. I can't remember any of, I went to infant school in what, 1970, 1974. I think I went to infants and then juniors and then seniors. But it was drummed into you that you do not use the teacher's first names, even if you know it. It's brilliant. Never got to find out the headmaster's name. Oh, what was his name? No, can't remember. But we never ever found his infant school from 4 to 8. So infants was 4 to 8. Juniors was 8 to 12, and then senior school was from 12 to 16. Yeah. 74, 78, 78 to 82, 82 to 87. All right. Okay. So let's get, as I pre-warned you, tissues. I haven't got any messages. Or are you talking to V? Hey, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. That was infant school. Was that infants? Yeah, infants, junior and senior. Yeah, it's 4 to 8. So look, I don't make the rules, okay? That's just how it was in England at the time. Funny story though. Funny story. And this probably did affect me. When I was in infant school, Twickenham Road Infants and Juniors, it was called. Twickenham Road Infants and Juniors, and I was in infants. And in the juniors at the time were my cousins, Lorraine and June. And I used to hang out with them because I love those girls. Unfortunately, we don't talk anymore. But hello, Jamie. Good grief. Shit, my washing's in the washing machine. Oh, shit, I've got to go and get it out. Crap. Oh, crap. I've got to go and get my washing out because it's Sunday and people are going to be watching. Content. I'm going to have to play you a video because I'm going to be gone for about 2-3 minutes. Damn it. Sorry about this. Right, I'm just going to play you this for a wee minute. One of the most memorable movie lines of all time is "I'll be back" from Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Terminator.
I'll be back.
Hello, I just said that.
No shit.
Actually, he says it quite a few times in his movies.
I'll be back. Stay here. I'll be back. I'll be back. You've been back enough. I'll be back.
But who else has made a comeback and failed? Let's find out. G'day, hello, and welcome back to the channel where we look at strange things on the internet and YouTube. Thank you for joining me. So there have been many people that have made comebacks and failed miserably, such as Mark Spitz. Mark won 7 gold medals at the 1972 Munich Olympic Games and retired. In 1992, he attempted to qualify for the Barcelona Games, but was more than 2 seconds slower than the qualifying time. So, once again, he hung up his Speedos. There have been many movie sequels that have failed, such as Highlander 2, The Sting 2, Speed 2, Son of the Mask, and just about all of the Police Academy sequels. But who do we all know that has recently come back into the United States and has attempted to make a 1A auditor video? Let me give you a little reminder.
My nationality is Mormon. Open it up now. Crank the bottle. Crank the bottle. Crank the bottle. Crank the bottle. Mormons, do not break my automobile. Oh, damn it! Damn it!
Get out of the car right now.
You're under arrest, sir.
You broke my window again.
Yes, Herbert Mormish stood still is back. Right, sorry about that. I had to get my washing out of the washing machine because it's Sunday and everybody does their washing on a Sunday. Just a little side note there. I accidentally brought up that video because for purely entertainment value. But Herbert is back again. New video to come out in another couple of days. Yes. It's the comment, "You broke my window again." Love it. Anyway, moving swiftly on. He's a moron, not Mormish. Oh, yeah, he's a Mormish moron. Right. So I do apologize about that, but like I said, I had to get my stuff out of the washing machine. Okay. Let me just get back there. Right. Okay. All is good. So, funny story. I was talking about my cousins, June and Lorraine, and I think it was a phase back then. Is that you had two people that would hold hands like that with somebody in the middle, and what you do is you twist them round. So I have said hello. Oh shit! I have said hello. I have said hello. Anyway, hello Virgo Triad. How are you? Thank you for coming along. It is much appreciated. So June and Lorraine got me to stand in the middle, and they did this, and then the attempt was to switch it around so you flip 360. The only problem was that when they did that and got there, they must have relaxed, and I dropped, and as the phrase goes, was you dropped on your head as a child? The answer is actually yes. I was dropped on my head as a child. Oh. Hey, I've got a question to ask. What does SMH mean? Is it shut my hole? I've been trying to work that out for, this is embarrassing, but I've been trying to work that out for years. Hello, my darling. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. We are only 13 days away from the big event. Right. Okay. So what else have I got for you? Right. Tissues. That's where I was getting back to. So this is a good one. So a woman was getting married. It's all explained in the video, but backstory is that a woman was getting married, and she said to her parents that she wanted to get married at home, or get married in their home, her childhood home. So says, where my ass will get even bigger after I eat a big old birthday cake. Yeah, you'll probably eat all of it as well. probably won't even share. So she told her parents she wanted to get married in their backyard, her childhood home. So Dad did this.
Told her dad she wanted to get married in her childhood backyard. So after knowing this, her dad went to work for 8 months, wanting her wedding to look amazing for her. He did some trimming, planting, and even some building in the backyard to make it look better than she even dreamed of. The wedding turned out incredible, all because of her father's hard work just to make her day special.
How good is that? How good is that? Some parents will just do absolutely anything for their children. But then on the flip side, you've got some parents that, well, a little bit sneaky.
This father,
a little bit, I don't know. A woman was getting married to a man she met on the internet, and she told her parents I would allow him to keep his hair, but because he wouldn't give me a proper hello, I decided to go. How many times do I have to say hello? I feel really bad now, and I feel like I should stop. I feel like I should stop the screen and just disappear and go away. I think the thing is, and I mean this with the absolute utmost love, is that you appear in the chat, and because I always tell you I love you and say hello, that I don't need to do it, but obviously I need to do it in a public forum. I think that's the problem. I think that's the issue. So I humbly apologize. I remember back in the day when I first started doing live streams and we'd started becoming friends, is that, and I still do, but I respected you so much. And I was like, oh my God, Virgo's here. But now because we're married and, you know, you just turn up, maybe I've taken it for granted. I don't know. Anyway, look, I think I'm going to shut this down because I've obviously fucked up royally. And this is supposed to be a happy stream and a fun stream and a tear-jerking stream, and anyway. Oh. Are you sticking with that name? I guess, okay, I guess I deserve it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to this fun and heartwarming live stream, the one and only, Virgo Triad.
Hi, everybody. Are you feeling all right?
No. I feel like a piece of crap now.
No, I don't mean like emotionally. Are you like mentally feeling all right? Are you physically feeling all right? Are you having any like memory problems or anything like that?
No, I'm in tip-top shape.
Okay. The reason that I'm asking you that question is because you've been on live for 42 minutes. I have been in the chat for 41 minutes.
That is wrong.
No, it's not. I didn't necessarily say anything for the first
okay.
5 or 10 minutes, but I've been in there for 41 minutes. And I don't remember hearing you say, "Where is V? Where's my partner? Why am I sitting here alone?" At one point you said, I feel like I'm talking to myself, and I thought, damn, he's got it. He's got it. Just a little bit more, and but then it was gone. It was gone. You never figured out why it was that you felt like you were talking to yourself. And B1, bless him, he tried to give you a hint.
Okay. I can explain this. When I go live, I don't expect you to be here. I don't. Oh shit! My arm's loose. I don't expect you to have to be here.
Well, of course not. But that would be against the rules.
I want you to, but it's normally you send me a message going, send me a link. I would not ever just send you a link and expect you to be here.
Well, no, of course not. That would be against the rules. But you knew that I was on there and I was saying stuff and everything, and I figured I had given you ample amount of time to say, look, honey, I know you're down there and I'm doing my own thing with my videos and stuff. And when I'm done, then you can come up and you can harass the shit out of me. But you didn't say that. You said nothing of the sort. You just kept going. You didn't send me a stream and say, okay, well, wait for the right segue to come in and beat my ass. You didn't do any of those things. So I started to feel a little neglected. So I'm just saying, before we have to actually like contractually bring B1 into our living rooms for marriage counseling, I'm trying to express my personal feelings on the fact that I feel that you are neglecting our relationship through not acknowledging my normal place next to you.
Okay. I apologize, but I think I've explained it is that I don't expect you to be here.
Well, of course not. That would be against the rules.
You could be busy with stuff or not even feeling like doing it. So I will not impose that upon you. And there people are leaving. Fuck, this was supposed to be...
People are leaving? We're over here doing a fun thing.
Yes, B1. Have I not said I'm sorry? Have those words not come out my mouth? I'm sorry. It's just that, like, I just do not expect you to drop everything and turn up in my live stream. Like you said, that would be against the rules.
Okay,
and
let me ask you. Let me ask you a question.
I feel like an absolute piece of shit now. I feel I feel like an absolute.
Like, you are joking, right?
No.
Why are you not joking? You know I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, I know, but everybody's having a crack at me, so I think.
Oh my God, no. Okay, everybody stop. This was just a joke.
No. But,
this was a joke. It was me being funny, like always. And let's see. Okay, who's getting on you? Oh, Binary's kidding with you. Joker's asking you for a link. Look, I don't know why you would be upset about people loving you. That's like not right. So we want to be close to you, and now you get to feel shit about it. Do you realize what I've gone through today? And I am still awake. You hear my voice? I am awake. You know why I'm awake? I'm awake because I wanted to be sitting next to you when you went live.
Well, it's only 8 o'clock where you are. 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but you know that I've been up since 3.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So don't get on here and act all fucking butthurt and shit because I wanted to be close to you and I was bringing some fucking comedy into. No, now you don't get to take the wind out of my sails like that. That ain't fair. That is not fucking fair. That you're not allowed to do that.
I'm sorry.
Now we're gonna need Super Chicken as a therapist, and you know what that shit means.
Yeah.
That is not, when we get 3 toes involved, that is not good.
Because we always get a licking from the Super Chicken.
That's right.
All right. Anyway.
Now, can you tell everybody that you were not being serious so that everybody's not feeling scared like, oh my God, Chuck's losing it?
Oh, I was not being serious. Oh, shit, what have I done? Oh, shit, what have I done? Yes, I was just fucking around.
Yeah, aren't you cute? Yeah. I'm gonna start showing that damn picture.
I was thinking about that.
Actually, you should show them that picture. Y'all, in the last almost 4 years that we've known each other, I have taken so much freaking hair off that landing strip with my broom. You will not believe it when you see the comparison.
I don't believe you're going to make me do this.
Yeah, especially now.
What video was that? I can't remember what.
It's not a video; it's a picture. I sent it to you.
I'm trying to think what video it was off. Let me just quickly do that. All right, this will probably scare most people, to be honest. There.
Look at that shit.
Oh.
Look at that, B1. Look at all that hair. Look, make yourself big.
I'm trying. Oh, there we go.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's good. Now look at all that hair, B1. Now, make yourself big as you are today. Look at that landing strip that I've put right there with my broom. Right in the middle.
And you keep whacking it on the back as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, what he doesn't realize is I have a cast iron skillet just for that purpose.
Yeah. So let's go back to this. I'm trying to think which video this was off. Now this would have been
during Movember.
It'll be Movember 2019. No, I started in 2019. So this. Oh, actually, no, it would have been 19. Yes, September.
Why the fuck do you argue with me?
Because I can.
But you never get anywhere.
Because I also shouldn't. Yes, this was November 2019.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Thank you very much.
That's when I had the what's it called? Not the snow globe. Is it the
snow globe?
The round microphone. Snow, blue snow. Is it blue snow? I can't remember. It's so
the blue Yeti.
Blue Yeti.
Oh my God! The snow.
Yeti, snow. I was getting there.
No.
Oh no, that's the abominable snowman.
No, you were not getting there, honey. I'm sorry.
I was getting there. I was getting there.
Okay.
And that used to be just here. I used to have a little side table, and I used to talk really loud into it, so it would pick up my voice. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. Funny days. Funny days. So yeah, that was November 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Let me get rid of that.
I have no idea. See, do you see what happens when you argue with me? Do you see what happens?
Yeah, I always fucking lose.
I know. Why do you do this to yourself? You know what? I think you're a little masochistous. Masochistous. I am not tired or anything. Masochistous.
A masochistous?
A masochistous.
Is that some form of Latin?
Hey,
Latin
a masochist is someone who likes to have pain put on themselves. A masochistous is someone who likes to have pain but likes to be kissed at the same time. I think that's what you are, a masochistous. Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh,
I just made that fucking shit up.
You did, and it was brilliant.
I did, and it's good. It's good.
Brilliant. B1 says, I have to go, and my sister has a flat tire, and I need to change it. I think you should teach your sister how to change flat tires, and then you wouldn't have to go. But nevertheless, good luck with that.
Night,
Take care.
B1.
I hope she's not in a dangerous spot or anything. Oh dear. Right.
That's what Gina did with Demi.
I'm sorry. Gina did with who now?
Taught her how to change a tire when in case her tire went flat.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I mean, I have done in the past, but I will if I see a woman, particularly a woman, and sometimes even a bloke, but see a woman with a flat tire and she's standing there on the phone and going, "Are you okay? You want me to do it?" You know, I'm happy to. Even if I was going to be late somewhere, you know, I'll just phone someone and say, "Look, I'm changing a tire for a woman," and that's not sexist. It's absolutely not sexist. It's just that I don't think women as children, or not as children, as teenagers growing up, I don't think they're shown this by their parents, whereas boys are. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, I fell on my face one time having to change a tire in high heels.
Ooh.
Yeah. True story.
That would have been a sight to behold.
Yeah, it wasn't very pretty when it was over with.
Pedro Guacamole is in the house. Shit, we're getting the band back together.
And you were complaining. No, now everybody's leaving because I've said terrible things to
everybody's leaving.
Or whatever the fuck it was that you said.
Oh well, we're down to 5 people.
With your little temper tantrum you had there for a minute.
Anyway, this next video is definitely something that I would do. This is 100% me. This is a bloke who, whilst his wife is doing the cleaning, not going to say anything about that, he spills his coffee and he panics. But here is what he does.
This father made the worst mistake ever. As he was chilling out, his wife was actually cleaning around the house. He held one of his kids in his arms, and at this very moment, he made a drastic mistake. He grabbed his coffee and lifted his legs up to allow his wife to vacuum clean. However, he accidentally spills his drink when he puts the cup down, and as you can see, it is everywhere.
I love the grabbing of the coffee. Like, I'm going to get every single droplet. Honestly, I am. And I
okay, so that is awesome what you're talking about, him grabbing the coffee. That is definitely original. But what I love and how I know this man has been trained properly by his leader is the fear in his eyes.
Yeah, right there.
Yes.
We should do this. Yeah, it's like the oh shit.
Yes, the fear in his eyes tells me this man has been trained properly.
What I also do like is how short that skirt is whilst doing the housework. Just a little side note.
Okay.
Is a mess, and this man knows his wife. If she sees that, she will go absolutely nuts. He tries to clean it up with his hand unsuccessfully, and unfortunately for him, his wife starts turning around. And at this moment, look at the floor. It's all cleaned up. How did he do it?
Oh.
That is so me. That is my reaction. That is exactly what I'd do. Sacrifice the child.
Okay, then.
Sacrifice the child to save my own ass, especially after going.
Yeah. Because the only thing that would have actually made that clip better would have been if she had been in that skirt and in stilettos, and then she could have just karate chopped his ass with them stilettos right there. I mean, she wouldn't have even had to hardly lift her leg.
Or put him one straight in his eye.
That's it. Or in the temple. In the temple's better.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question.
Who? Me?
Yes, you.
Oh.
How old do you have to be to stop being funny? I mean, you are kind of the exception to the rule. 472 years old, 11 months, 351 days old.
You know, there's something I absolutely adore about your delivery to me. And that's how you manage to mix in an incredibly large insult with a compliment and get away with it.
I've had practice over the last
you have
3 years, 10 months, and
28 days. You have.
It's a skill I've developed.
How old do you have to be to stop being funny?
Yes. How old do you have to be to stop being funny? Hello.
Well, because I am 487 years old.
472.
Look, okay, let's not talk about the memory thing, okay? I happen to be in a very unique position to be able to answer this question properly.
Pedro says, never too old to be funny. Like it.
The older that you get, the funnier you become.
Oh, good answer.
There's a reason. No, there's a reason for this. Would you like me to enlighten you on this?
Please develop.
So,
develop.
I don't know why you said that, but I would like to keep everything where it is supposed to be. I'm fully developed at this stage.
I was also about to say enlarge.
Okay, no, not online. No, we don't do that.
No.
Okay, we leave that to the young folk.
There is a word. Please enlighten. That's the word I'm looking for. Please enlighten.
That makes sense. Yes. So, short of shoving a light bulb up your ass, I'm going to try to do this in a more
when I said enlighten, I didn't mean actually light me up.
okay. Well, I have to take what you're saying literally tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It is because the older that you get, the less you give a fuck. And the funnier life becomes because you begin to notice, I would say probably around 45, 47, somewhere around there, you start realizing that the shit that you thought was important
is
complete and total bunch of shit. It was a complete fucking lie, and you've spent these 47 years trying to adhere to what is supposed to be important, when in reality, what's important to you is really all that matters, which is just a very small amount of things in comparison to what society says. Then you start to notice all of the people that are still adhering to what society says is important. And you start to realize they're a bunch of complete fucking morons. And everything begins to look very ironic. And it just gets funnier and funnier the older that you get. Mm-hmm. I know that if I make it another 20 years, everything is going to be a one big fucking joke to me.
All right.
If you have any cognitive thinking skills at all, and you look at some of the shit that goes on online, and you think, how can they possibly think this without recognizing this? And then you realize these people are 20 and 30 years old running around thinking they know everything. And it is humorous. I mean, yes. Do you know we have an auditor? I'm not going to mention any names.
No.
But we have an auditor that doesn't do any auditing. But he does nothing but insult people on his channel. But that's not the point. The point is he is so stupid that he believes that Hawaii is another country.
Hawaii is a state, part of the 50 states of the United States of America.
Mm-hmm. But he believes that Hawaii is in another country.
Okay, so they obviously, Hawaii has to have their own passport system.
Look.
And their own customs and their own...
There are people that actually watch this person, believe what this person says, and they actually follow this person because they think this person is intelligent. Now, do you see the irony in that?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It is hilarious when you stop and think about the fact that there are people. I think there are like 2,500 people that are subscribed to him. They believe he knows something that he can teach them. But yet he doesn't even realize that Hawaii is part of the United States.
Even I know that.
He also believes that women have prostates.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I refer to the picture I showed earlier of Movember, which raises funds for male prostate cancer. See the irony in that?
I mean, I could go on and on about this dude. This guy is literally, and I use that term loosely too, because I'm not so sure that he's really, I mean, he's just like almost not from here. He is so dumb.
Well, you know what Forrest Gump said? Well, Forrest Gump's mother said, stupid is as stupid does.
Very true.
Anyway, So Pedro says, I'm 63 and just starting my reign of not giving a shit. Good
Well,
on
congratulations. Congratulations.
Welcome to the club. Anyway, so the reason I asked that question, how old can you be to stop being funny? The answer is, and you're absolutely 100% correct, is there is no limit. There is no upper age limit. Okay? And here is the reason why.
Mom, where did you go?
I went to pay my phone bill.
I told you I would do that this morning.
You told me last night that you would do it this morning.
It is this morning.
Oh, God. Here, I got you something.
Pain relieving cream?
Yeah, put it all over your body.
I'm not in pain.
No, but you're a pain in my ass.
Wait for it. Oh, jeez. I love that one. So that's proof in the pudding right there that there is no age limit on comedy and humor.
Well, isn't that why you online married me? It wasn't for anything other than my comedy, was it?
It did have a pretty big influence.
I thought so.
It had a big influence.
Mm-hmm.
So, a topic that we all love, or people that we all love.
Cake? Oh, no, you said people.
Oh, it's people that we all love. We all love police officers, of course.
Mm-hmm.
We all love medics, ambulance people, doctors, nurses, etc. But we also love, do we not love firefighters?
Yes.
Are firefighters I will call them a different breed. They are
definitely.
I don't like to bring it up, of course, because it's a very sore topic for everybody. But 9/11, the only people that ran up the stairs into the towers were the firefighters. They're a different breed.
Yeah, definitely.
But they have their funny side.
When this apartment elevator broke, this girl who's in a wheelchair couldn't get to her apartment. So these firefighters showed up and decided to carry her up 31 floors to her place, even joking along the way.
Am I choking you?
Johnny, you got the wheelchair?
I got it. Right behind you.
Are we there yet?
Almost.
How many plates? Oh, God. Whee!
An incredible moment of these firefighters going out of their way for someone in need.
I don't think that video needs any commentary.
No.
They are just amazing. They're just amazing. Right, let's have some jokes. We like our jokes. So I think you may remember me talking about this this channel. We Got the Chocolate. Bunch of Australians. They're sort of they're in their 30s, but they have got the mental age of a child because they act so childish. Which one shall I play? I've got 3 left of these. And I spoke about one joke that they did earlier. All the crew and the cast are there. They're obviously, you got your script writers and your people that look after the cameras and all of that. I think, which one is it? I think it's this one.
Oh boy.
Oh, it might be this one. These guys are just seriously funny.
Jack Russell the other day from a blacksmith. As soon as we got home, it made a bolt for the door. That's actually good gear, though. Good joke. It's good gear. That's good gear late in the day.
It wasn't that one. Damn it. But that's a good joke. Bought a dog from a blacksmith, and as soon as we got him home, we made a bolt for the door. I can love it. Love it. Tell me about superheroes. What do you know about superheroes?
Well, I have a super chicken.
You do have a super chicken?
Yes, Super Chicken is a superhero. She catches villains and all kinds of stuff. She just does it in a really weird.
Oh, that wasn't me. I think she's frozen. I'm hoping people are taking care of the chat. Super Chicken. I know you're not my official moderator, but
Can you still hear me?
oh, there we are. You're back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there for a minute.
That was really strange.
Huh.
Oh, apparently it might be. Is the channel buffering? I don't know. Let me just do a bit of playback here. Hang on a sec. Oh, apparently it might be.
Isn't that why you online married
Australians superheroes?
Well, I have a super chicken.
You do have a super chicken?
Yes, Super Chicken.
No, I think it was just one of those things. No, we're not buffering. I think Virgo just lost her audio there just for a wee minute. Pedro says to act like a child will make you live longer when done in moderation. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, and she's gone again.
I am.
Oh, there you are. Jeez, I thought you'd gone. So, superheroes. When we think of superheroes, we immediately, well, I do, I don't know about you, but I think of Batman, Superman.
The Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk. Robin. What do those three have in common? Batman, Superman, and Robin. What do they have in common?
They all wear capes.
Oh my God, you absolutely 100% read my mind. But it turns out that not all heroes wear capes. Some of them drive utes. Now, at this point, this is where I get very, very confused. So this thief, this robber, has been struck 3 times by this ute. And yes, it must have hurt because his leg almost went backwards. But this is where I get really confused. So he's been struck 3 times by this ute. He's dropped the bag, so luckily the lady gets a bag back. But this, at this point, this is what I do not understand. How the Did that bike still keep working?
I don't know. That's funny though.
But I mean, what a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't know that woman from Adam, but saw her in distress and went straight to her aid. Let's get rid of that one. All right. Dogs.
Well, I might not have ever run anybody over, but I did chase someone down the street with a tire iron for going after one of my dogs.
Oh shit! Well, that's a given.
Mm-hmm.
That's a given. Drive that lesson home. Very funny. Talking of dogs, you are a dog lover. Obviously, I am a dog lover.
Mm-hmm.
They are very particular, aren't they?
Yep.
Especially when it comes to bedtime.
Mm-hmm. Oh, geez.
They have their routines, don't they?
Yes, definitely.
They all know which bed to lie on. They all know how the bed should be laid out. But some dogs take it. I think, in particular, this dog takes it to an absolute another level. Let's have a look.
This dog refuses to get into bed until her dad sets it up the way she likes it, which means a lot of blankies. He carefully layers the bed like a cake or like a sandwich. She watches him very...
Look at that. Just do it properly.
Yeah.
Don't screw it up. Do not screw this up. It's bedtime.
Closely to make sure the blankies are being layered correctly. Then he puts the pillows just how she likes them. And then she finally is ready to get on the bed. She lays so cute on the bed, but she still needs her last layer to tuck her in. I love dogs.
Yeah, that's an old girl too.
Yeah. But aren't they quirky? A spoiled baby.
Yes.
Ooh, question.
Yes, I would. Yes, I tuck all my babies in pretty much.
All right. Now, talking of being tucked in, this segue is going so well. It's not only the owners that have to tuck dogs in at night. Sometimes the little ones get involved.
This little boy saw his dog sleeping on the floor. He quickly went to find a blanket to keep his dog warm. After laying it over him, he then went to kiss him goodnight, saying this.
Good night. Good night, big goats.
Just making sure to take care of his best friend.
Oh,
hey, dogs just have this thing where we not migrate to them. We've just got to take care of them. We've just got to love them and respect them and just show them that they are so part of a family. It's ridiculous.
well, they're capable of providing something that humans are not. Unconditional love.
Absolutely 100% unconditional. Knew I should have downloaded that other video. All right, doesn't matter. Okay, let's have some more comedy. Or do we want comedy or do we want tear jerk?
We don't need tear jerks.
We're going to get it. So, you're your daughter's father, and you want to tell your dad that you're pregnant. Well, you want to tell your parents that you're pregnant. Unfortunately, Mum has passed away. So this clever young lady did this. Ooh.
When she went with her dad to visit her mom's grave, she had a gift for him to open.
What does it say?
Dear Grandpa, please hold this for me in case I need. You're pregnant!
She did this because she wanted to tell her parents that she was pregnant together. And years later, this is them now, back to visit his wife's grave with his little grandson.
Oh, very cute.
I'm a bit confused about the Hershey bar, but I think that's probably what Grandma used to eat all the time. But because when he first went, he put a Hershey bar on, and then the grandson put the Hershey bar on.
Ooh, be very quiet.
Oh. I heard it.
Those are the tiny babies.
How old are they now? They've got to be 8 weeks?
3 weeks.
3?
Sorry, 4 weeks. Those are Annie's babies. Not Venus's babies, Annie's babies.
Well, I heard the one, so that's a good set of lungs. So they're obviously doing quite well.
Yes, they're doing well.
Beautiful. Now, you mentioned they're Annie's babies. But what about human? This segue is going so well. But what about human babies? What about when you've got 2 babies and then you've got a third baby who is a baby, and the other 2 kids are playing with the baby, which is what brothers and sisters do. But it's super special when this happens.
The reaction of these young girls will melt your heart. It was an ordinary day, and these girls were playing with their baby brother, when suddenly, the baby decided to stand up. The girls were confused at first, but then the older sister held her arms out towards the baby, who took his first steps and embraced her. Watch their wholesome and heartwarming reactions. Such a precious moment.
Aww. Hey. So toot.
Hey! It was when he stood up and the one in the background sort of just went.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Oh, now you can hear them all. Listen. Their cries might be a little too far away now.
Pat, no, they're not puppies. They're kittens.
They're kittens.
Teensy, tiny little kittens. All right, let's have another joke. I can't remember what joke this is, so I'm just going to cue it up.
Okay, then.
This could be the one. This could be the one with all the crew just loses their shit.
My penis was in the Guinness Book of World Records, but then the librarian asked me to take it out.
Here you go.
What's Peter Pan's favorite place to eat out?
Oh, how sensitive are we all? Are we all like, don't tell those sort of jokes?
Oh, come on.
All right. But look at that. Where can I find it? Can I find a shot of it? Look at the crew.
Mm-hmm.
They all love that joke.
Mm-hmm.
And
that is cute.
It's just so worth it. What they do. They've got millions of followers, but it's just when you make the whole crew laugh,
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're all not sensitive little kittens, are we? We understand real life. All right.
I hope you're not talking to me because you know better than that.
Definitely not talking to you. Absolutely. I'm addressing the whole classroom.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Oh, actually, I've got a joke as well.
You can.
What's Peter Pan's favorite place to eat out? Wendy's.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's sexual. Sorry. I didn't know this was sexual. It's just me.
Why do the 7 dwarfs laugh when they play soccer? The grass tickles their balls.
Oh my goodness.
Stop it. So you can see what sort of level my humor's at. I watch these guys. We got the chocolates, and I just piss myself laughing all the time. And the problem is when I watch them, then I start talking like an Australian. It's really sad. All right. So let's get back to humanity, because we love that, don't we? We love kindness. Of course, bit of a shameful promotion here, but the kindness crew shall return, this time in 7 days, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 2 p.m. New Zealand Standard Time. But we're all about kindness. We're all about love and humanity, and you know, giving back. But this one, honestly, if you got some tissues, get your tissues ready. We'll go straight into it.
When these girls had a lemonade stand outside of their house, no one was showing up until this guy actually stopped during his run and showed these young workers interest. He talked to them for a little bit and then bought their cookies, lemonade, and even a drawing one of the little girls made. They were so excited after he left, immediately turning around and smiling at their mom.
Cute.
How good's that? He stopped during his run.
Yeah.
All right. Let's continue with the humanity. Let's do this one.
This girl found a strange cat in the city. The cat was sad.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant to do a.
I don't know if I can watch that.
No, it turns out positive. That's all I'm going to say. But this is.
Yes, but I can tell by looking at that was done by a human.
So, you know, I don't do cats, but this really, really got me. And it's a good ending, by the way.
And tried to run away from people. After some time, the girl managed to win the cat's trust, catch her, and give her love. Without hesitation, she took the cat to the vet, as the cat appeared to be in pain. At the veterinary clinic, the medical staff performed X-rays to examine the cat in detail. The doctor was shocked and said, "This fracture is man-made. What on earth could someone have done to this sweet cat?" Without a second thought, they put the cat into surgery. Despite very little hope for success, after a few hours, the doctors concluded that the operation was successful. With a lot of love and care, after 21 days, the cat began to move its paws. Recovery is going slow, but now the cat has a very loving family supporting her at every moment. If you would have helped the cat in the same way, subscribe.
So there's two sides to that video. There is absolute 100% conditional love, unconditional love, care, compassion, emotion. I can't even begin to count what's going on there. But on the flip side, such utter cruelty, such utter despicable acts of violence, and the intent to cause harm to an innocent freaking cat. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But good story. Turned out well in the end. But yeah, pretty disgusting. All right, we've got 3 videos left. We've got comedy, tear joke, and comedy. So let's go with the comedy.
There were 2 nuns sitting on a park bench.
Oh, this joke is possibly one of the best jokes I've ever heard. It really, really is.
There were 2 nuns sitting on a park bench. A bloke came running through and he just flashed him complete full frontal nudity. It's crazy, right? Anyway,
Wow.
one of the nuns, she had a stroke. The other one couldn't reach.
Okay.
Any reactions to that one?
I'm sorry. I just noticed something that I don't understand.
That's very unusual for you. What am I missing?
Look in the chat underneath where it says where Pat's last comment was. Oh, okay. Never mind. Super Chicken just cleared it up for me.
Okay. All right. Cool. Oh, Lud's here. Hello, Lud.
Oh, Lud, my buddy.
Oh, my stars. We are literally getting the gang back together.
I know.
We've got Pat, Lud, Pedro, Jamie, yourself.
There's Eddie.
And there's Eddie. I'm like, oh, now we're having fun. Now the party's starting. Now, this now makes me feel good. Now I can stop crying. Okay.
Yes,
Right.
please don't do the crying thing. I'll use my broom. Yeah.
Oh, I just banged down there and nearly put my back out. Oh my god. Okay. So how can I segue this one? Oh, I can't really, because I'm the youngest of 4. But this older brother has his younger brother in his arms. And all of a sudden, this happens.
This little boy was holding his baby brother when something happened he never expected.
You farted on me.
I think you pooped on me.
His face instantly changed to being stunned, and then asked this.
Wait for it.
You want him back?
You want him back? Get this devil away from me. He just shit on me. Obviously, of course, the child's wearing a nappy, but you know, that's beside the point. The kid, as soon as the mum said, I think he pooped on you, he went, oh, what? He actually pooped on me?
Just think, honey, if we do this for another 3 or 4 years, I'll have to start getting you nappies. Unless I kill you first, of course.
Okay. So rule number 1, brackets A, brackets B, brackets C is never, ever crack a funny or Chuck's taking a swig. It's happened several times in the past, and
I know it's almost.
I have had to clean so many monitors.
I realize that you think that it's like I'm trying to do it on purpose. But really what it is that I'm trying to do it on purpose. I mean, really what it is that I just forget, and then it seems like I'm doing it on purpose.
Chuck is so emotional. What would the chavs in Birmingham say? Wow. Wow. That's deep, brother. Let's say, all right, look at Chuck. He's a fucking fag. All right, look at him.
That was harsh.
That's exactly what they would say, though. That's what chavs do. Chavs are horrible, horrible human beings. Eddie say, good news, guys. I'm almost monetized.
Yay!
Okay. 2 things about that, Eddie. First thing is, yay! Second thing is, monetized is spelled with an S. Just saying.
We do not want to do this. We do not want to do this.
Just saying.
No, we do not want to do this.
Just like we don't walk on the sidewalk, we walk on the pavement.
Chuck.
Just saying. It's for another video. We can make a whole video about this shit. 6 months I lived in America. 6 months. It's a whole different world. It's a whole different universe.
Okay, but let me tell you something that is around the entire world. It is an international language. Probably the aliens on other planets know it. Do you want to know what it is?
Oh, fuck, it is a Z. No, it's not. No, it's not. Fuck, it is a Z.
Did I not just say you do not want to go here? Did I not just say that?
Monetized. Ties. Search for
ties.
Let me bring this screen to screen.
For God's sakes, Chuck. Birds can walk, okay?
How I got monetized. How I got monetized.
Who gives a damn?
Monetized. Adult stories. Monetized.
Who cares?
Just saying. Whoops. Sorry, wrong button.
Who cares what they say? They are not a dictionary. I told you, you do not. Why don't you listen to me? You don't even pay attention to the rules anymore.
Sorry.
I told you that was the most unapologetic apology I've ever heard in my life.
Technically, we actually don't have any rules anymore because we're on a new.
Wait. We are. So you're not married to me anymore on the internet?
We have a new channel with a new intro.
Technically, Chuck has lost his mind tonight. Just letting y'all know.
Technically, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Pat.
Do you hear Maisie? Do you hear Maisie? Even Maisie knows you've lost your mind.
Kind of like my arms.
Yes, Pat, the rules. Rule number 1, Virgo's always right. Rule number 2, never argue with Virgo. Rule number 3, refer to rule 1 and 2.
That's so wrong.
I don't give a damn. It's close. I didn't need to learn the rules. You needed to learn the rules.
You were doing so well. I thought, oh shit, she's going to actually do all these rules. Oh no, I've got it. I've got it somewhere else. Shit, where have I got it? No, it's not there. Where have I saved that? Oh, here we go. No, it's not there.
I must put you on mute for a moment, my dear.
Okie dokie. Ah, here we go. No, that's not it. Where have I put that? So this one? It might be. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Maisie is drinking so loud you could hear her probably.
No. All right, I found it. So unfortunately, I can't remember who came up with the rules. Was it I know her real name, but I'm not going to say that. It wasn't
the rules are just the rules have just always been.
Well, these are the rules apparently.
That's a great rule. I like that rule.
Rule number 3: always do as Virgo says.
That makes sense.
And rule number 4: see rules 1 4. And we could never recapture what rule number 1 was.
Virgo's always right.
Very, very sad. Yeah, it probably was that, to be honest.
I know rule number 1. The rule number 1 is Virgo's always right.
Let's say, is she drinking Jack Daniels?
No, let it. I don't drink, sweetie. At all.
Stiff as Englishman. Yes, I am, Eddie. I am a stiff, even though I'm a Kiwi and a honorary Australian, I am a stiff-ass Englishman.
So if I slice your arm open, are you going to have those little black seeds like the Kiwis in California have?
Oh, that's probably not the best state to pick on. No, if you cut me open, I will bleed red,
Purple?
white, and blue. Red, white, and blue.
Why red, white, and blue?
For England. The Union Jack.
So how come I only bleed red?
That's a whole nother video, Cupcake.
Oh.
It's a whole nother video.
I didn't know we were supposed to bleed the colors of our country flag.
Mm-hmm. You cut me in half, all you will see is the Union Jack. Apart from the fact I support the All Blacks. That's a bit of an issue, but...
Oh, I knew you weren't racist.
Yeah, I take the piss out of all. As Ricky Gervais says, they take the piss out of everybody. So I can't be racist.
I don't know who the All Blacks are, but...
Oh. Straight. What's this? Because you're not English, of course. I am. Well, I am. Yes, I am English.
Maybe he wasn't talking to you.
Yeah, I meant Maisie. I'm getting confused in the chat, as per usual.
Well, I'm getting confused on the panel. I don't know why you're talking about the All Blacks.
The All Blacks, it's the national rugby team of New Zealand. Because
I wouldn't know that.
Oh, because we wear all black.
You didn't. That one went right over your head. There's another mark for you.
Okay, my bad.
Your bed.
My bad. Piss off. Stop taking the piss out of me today.
Stop. You usually beg me to.
Here we go. Oh. Here we go. These are the All Blacks.
Yes, honey. I know who they are. You talk about them all the time.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I was just making a evidently very bad joke.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was fixated on bringing up a picture. There you go. I bleed Texan, thank you. What's this? Are you telling us you have onion jacket undies? No, I
Not
don't.
onion union. Onion.
Sorry, I speak faster than I think.
Onions in his undies.
Yes. Well.
Boy.
Yike.
That is yike.
Yike. Okay, let's get rid of that. Right, let's finish with, well, not finish, but let's play the last video. And we're going to finish on a joke. It's not the best joke, but it did make me laugh. Let's finish on, well, not finish, but let's finish the videos.
I got fired from my job at the M&M's factory yesterday because I threw away all the W's.
Dumbass.
I don't believe that.
Yeah. This
Did you hear
is a
about
good
the
one.
chameleon who couldn't change colors? He had a reptile dysfunction.
I thought that was a good one. And that's it. We'll pop that one in that little folder. And we are all done and dusted, as Simon Dan says, for our videos for this week. So now we can concentrate on abusing me and berating me and...
God, you're not going to cry again, are you?
No. No, I feel better now. I've done all the videos. I spent hours and hours finding those and putting them together, and hopefully everybody has completely enjoyed and mopped up your tears.
They were so good. They were.
What'd she say?
They were so good.
Also, cigarette is only spelled with one G. Just FYI. Ay, caramba. Am I being the English language professor tonight?
You know, I don't want to burst your bubble here.
Oh, you're going to tell me cigarettes spelled with 2 G's, aren't you?
But
No,
you
it's not.
are not. Look, honey, you try really hard, but you're not the top of the line speller. So maybe just let little things go. You know what I'm saying?
No, cigarette is only spelled with 1 G.
I didn't say it wasn't. What I said was you're not the top of the line speller. Maybe you should just let a few of these little things go.
No, not when I see 2 G's in cigarette. No. And do you know why? Is because
I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Well, I used to be a smoker, and I used to, for some reason, write about cigarettes. I can't remember where I used to write about cigarettes. For years, I thought there was 2 G's in cigarettes. But then I realized there isn't. There's 2 T's and 2 E's, but there is definitely not 2 G's in cigarettes. I know that for an absolute fact. So when I see that, cigarettes are heavily taxed. Which country do you live in, Lud? Just remind me. Because when I was smoking in America, oh my God, they are so cheap. Oh, Pablo, you finally quit smoking. Good on you. Good on you. Well, that's why I have this. Nearly USA, Florida. Okay, so Joker might back me up here. I bought a pack of 20.
Hey, watch it.
20. Oh, what was I drinking? What was I smoking? Marlboro. A pack of 20 Marlboro menthol, and it was $20 American. That was fucking cheap as chips. In Australia, when I quit smoking and went on to vaping, I was paying. I said the second it gets to $50 a pack, I'm quitting, and it did, and I did. $50 in Australia. So that's 50 Australian dollars. So I might need to do some conversion work here.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
The AUD to USD. Okay, so that's $32 a pack.
That's outrageous.
And as soon as it hit that, I went, no, that's it. I'm done. I am fucking never smoking again. And my good friend Ash got me onto vaping. And so I was smoking. I think that was a 25 pack. That was 25s. But I was buying those probably about 3 packs a week. So that's nearly $150 a week.
Yeah, that's wow.
That's a lot of money. So then I changed to.
Now I know why I didn't get Godiva chocolates for Valentine's Day.
Because it was all going on the smokes.
Right.
Couldn't afford it.
I don't know.
Couldn't. Oh, that reminds me. Your broom.
Yes, my motorized broom.
Is it? Thank you for saying those words. Is it running on petrol or electric? Because you really need to get with the 21st century now. And
it runs on spell.
Switch to an e-broom. You need to switch to an e-broom. This world is being decimated by petrol engines.
It's also
I have
a petrol broom.
It's also the witches that drive these petrol brooms, and you need to switch to
No,
electric.
I've never had a petrol broom.
But spells cost petrol, and it's
No, they don't.
well, you know, your spells, not the brooms, but you know, the spells are oil consumed and petrol consumed. You've got to switch to electric. We need to talk to Elon
What are you?
Musk.
For heaven's sake!
talk.
Okay, look. When are you going to buy me that Bentley e-broom that I told you I wanted?
Say we need to grab Elon and sit him down in a room and say, look, for all the witches in the world, we need to switch them to e-brooms. It's just
He'd
got to
probably
be done.
go for it
And shoot one into space. Where the fuck is that car at the moment in space? Oh my god!
Do you hear all these babies?
We do actually.
Yeah, I mean they're really having a heyday.
What we got here? We have an in-state cigar industry. It's a cigar exempts from the. Oh wow! Wow, that says I quit smoking 38 years ago. Never looked back.
Do you know that I don't know how long It's been subscribed to you, but I think pretty much the whole time.
Long time.
Okay, so he's like RSVP, INI, and Luddit are like my all-time favorite subscribers out of everybody. Seriously.
Just well, 38 years ago, I wasn't smoking. I don't think you were actually born back then, were you? I don't think you were smoking. Purple on screen. Wow, 30 years ago, I wasn't smoking back then. I don't think you can smoke as a 3-year-old.
30 years ago. 38 years ago? Yeah, she's getting a little wacky with that.
Yeah. I stopped smoking before I was born. Haven't looked back since. Nice one, Eddie.
Good for you, Eddie.
Nice one. Good work. All right. Okay. So the pressure's off now. No more videos to show. But I did enjoy putting those videos together.
Did you hear what I said about Luddit?
Yes, I did. I did. Sorry, I was picking up other comments. Yes, Luddit is, I think he's.
You are so lucky that he's on your channel right now.
I know. That's why I said it's getting the gang back together. We got Pat, we got Purple, we got you.
I know.
It's just it is literally just like old times. It literally is.
It kind of feels a little bit that way.
And I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Pat says, "What? I'm turning 68 next month." Yay me!
That's right. Pat, and I both have a birthday coming up.
Go you! And I know who is the most important birthday from you and Pat. It's you, Pat. It's definitely you.
That's right. It is you, Pat.
It's all about you, Pat. A PJC was here. I don't know if he's still here. B1's here.
No, B1 had to go change a tire.
No, he's back.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
Here he is. Here he is. I'm back here. Oh, B1 says his birthday is most important.
Always.
Absolutely, 100%. I got a birthday coming up 23rd of October. Ooh.
Oh. So Eddie and you in the same month, and Pat and I in the same month.
Oh. Both librarians. Oh.
Pat and I are apparently both witches.
Mm-hmm. That's
so going back to the Bentley e-broom.
Hang on. Isn't he a Wiccan? Isn't he a wizard? Not a witch?
It doesn't matter.
What's the male version?
Don't fuck with us.
Okay.
That's the male and the female version.
That'll work. Pedro, you are absolutely 100%. He's shit. What's his birthday?
Jeez.
Shit. I want to say the 5th.
Shouldn't have happened. That is his birthday. Shouldn't have happened. You can't yell at me this time. You weren't drinking.
That's that's Dad. Why didn't you put a condom on that day? That's
yeah.
Lud says, which is unisex?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, there are so many things I could say to that. Oh,
what?
I'm not.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll go on. I'll go there. I'll go. So, if you're a male witch, what do you identify as?
A witch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to go there. Oh, God. Sometimes I do even make myself laugh.
Sometimes that's all that's laughing. I'm just saying. Sometimes. Not most of the time, just sometimes. I'm having my smart ass day.
Yeah. Maybe
my ass is pretty smart. My ass is pretty smart.
Maybe I should go back to the old granny where you're never too old to be humorous. Maybe it should have been pain cream. Maybe it should have been. This would have been a lot funny if I could remember the name of that cream.
Okay, so if you were to get some polysporin, which is a pain cream, okay, and you were to hand it to me in its little 3-ounce container, I would hand you back a 28-ounce container of the dimetha whatever pain cream that's prescription. Let's put it that way. So you may think, just to put it in layman terms, you may think that I am a 3-ounce pain in the ass, but trust me, you are a 28-ounce pain in the ass. Make sense? Prescription strength, buddy. Yeah. I'm just, again, the rules.
Oh, God, I hope I pronounce this correctly. Neosporin.
That's antibiotic cream.
No, that's anti-burn cream.
It's antibiotic cream.
It says on Google. I put in...
Neosporin is an antibiotic.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why do you have to be so smart?
Because my ass is smart. I've already told you that. You know that.
Oh. God. Oh, look, we've really sparked up the witch debate now. A warlock is a necromancer. Doesn't necro mean something else?
Do we really want to go here?
Negative.
Okay.
Necro.
I didn't think you would.
Do you know what we'll do? We're having such a good laugh. And oh shit, I also need to put the cat out. Has no one seen Harry Potter crying out? Sorry, has no one seen Harry Potter for crying out? My God. Thank you, Lord.
Yes, he agreed with me. Neosporin is an antibiotic cream. They use it on burns to prevent a secondary infection because it is an antibiotic.
And then he agrees with me that it's a cream you put on burns. So
for the purpose of avoiding infection, because you avoid an infection by using a preliminary antibiotic.
Damn it. There is an actual cream that you put on a burn.
Yes, it's a sulfur cream, a silver sulfur cream.
Oh, you can't talk about sulfur. Oh, the demons don't like sulfur. Oh no, the demons produce sulfur. Salt you don't like. You don't like salt.
I use salt all the time. I use it in the doorway. I use it
on the windowsill.
Yes.
In relation to that, another good segue. I am currently up to. Do you remember that series that I was talking to you about? We are up to. Where's the file gone? Where's the file gone?
Oh my God, I need to get you a secretary just to keep track of your fucking computer files.
Here we go. I'm up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I'm up to 24 videos.
Wow.
Yeah. So tomorrow, tomorrow is going to be a very important day. And tomorrow is going to link into next week. I've got something very, very special to show you next week on the Kindness Crew. Very, very special.
Cool.
I'm not even going to tell you personally what's going to happen tomorrow, possibly Tuesday, but hopefully tomorrow. Once it happens, I will share it with you, but it's something that I've kept very private. And
okay.
And even if you question me later on this evening, I'm not going to tell you what it is, not until it's been absolutely 100% confirmed.
Okay.
But it's very exciting. Right. Anyway, getting back.
I already know what it is.
Bullshit.
I know what it is.
I think I might have slipped it last night.
No, because I can read your mind.
No, I think I might have slipped it last night.
Last night? I didn't even talk to you last night.
Just check my chat.
You should be checking your chat. You're not talking to anybody in the chat. Now you're sitting here. Now you're over here arguing with me about whether I can read your mind or not when you know damn well I can. Yeah, look, you miss Pat talking about salt on his hamburger. You missed Eddie talking about how I get salty.
You get salty? No.
That's what he said.
No.
He said you even get salty from time to time. Sunshine and Flowers says popping in long enough to say hi to everyone. Hi.
That was a bit. You can't say that word anymore, eh? That really pisses me off that you can't say that word.
What word?
I'll type it in the chat. You just can't say that word anymore because it offends so many people.
It does?
Apparently so.
The only one that I know of that it offends is Ron DeSantis. He was so mad about it, he went off and made a freaking law that you can't say it in his state.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Chickens. Now, you know what? Because I can portray a very... Oh, fuck it, I'm going to say it. I can portray a very gay person.
Yes, I know. And you do a wonderful drag queen, too.
You've seen the pictures.
Do you know what? I would have given anything to be there during them pictures.
Oh, mate, we had such a good time. We had such a good time. It was just to give context to everyone that's sort of listening, going, what the fuck are they talking about? It was July 2009. We had a emergency services midwinter Christmas party, and the theme was panto. And I thought, I'm gonna switch this up. I am switching this right the fuck up. So I went as a drag queen. And
but you made such a good drag queen. That was what was so awesome about it.
It when I looked back at the pictures, it scared the fuck out of me. I was like, fuck. Shit, that was really good. That was really good.
Yes, you were really good as a drag queen.
I went as a drag queen, but I went as the one of the ugly sisters. How many people we got watching? We got 10 people watching. Who wants? Oh, should I do this?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Because it could be captured by
the idiots.
That was a good echo.
I know.
That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it was really good. Good.
Mm-hmm. So we do it again.
I'm not sure.
I think at this point we're just entertaining each other. We're not entertaining anybody else.
I'm sorry. What harm could it do?
Not a damn thing, because this is one thing that I don't think people understand. You are you. And part of what makes you so great is that you are not hung up on your own dick. And so, I mean, excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. But honestly, one of the things that I love about Chuck is that he is not hung up on his appendage. So therefore, he's secure enough in his own masculinity to run around dressed like a drag queen for the fun of it. And I think that's something that is seriously lacking in a lot of freaking people today. That it's just about having fun, and it's not something to consistently be judged. It's just fucking get off your high horses and leave people the hell alone. Sorry, I got on a little soapbox there.
Yeah.
I'll back off the ivory.
Felt that.
I will back off the ivory.
Get away from the salt. Jeez.
No, I don't have any salt. I said soap box, not salt box.
Oh,
why do you think I said I'll get off the ivory? Ivory is soap.
I did not know that.
Oh,
right.
Fuck. You don't know about ivory soap? I thought everybody knew about ivory soap.
No.
Okay. What's the most popular brand of soap in New Zealand?
Oh, oh shit, that's a good question. Palmolive.
Okay. Palmolive. We have Palmolive. I'll get off the Palmolive now.
All right. Okay, so I've downloaded those pictures, but I've just got to find where they've actually gone to. Oh, downloads. Here we go.
Listen to all them kitties talking to you.
So if I do that, can I do... Oh, yes, I can. All right, and then I can do that as well. Right, so... right, getting back to the chat. Let me just... Bonnie goes, echo. Right, I'm about to open up the chat and see if we can get a couple more people on the panel and have a laugh. But in the meantime, this is me, okay? So I've got no problem with this. And if any of the haters out there want to have a pop, then this is what you are going to have a pop at. This is July 2009, Emergency Services mid-Christmas party. Sorry, midwinter Christmas party. The theme was panto. So I chose to be one of the ugly sisters from Cinderella. If you want to get your cameras ready, get your mouses ready, you want to click all this and do whatever you want to do.
Wait, but make sure that you get this first. I have one more echo for you.
Oh.
Turn your cameras on. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off.
What she said. I'm not embarrassed about this at all. This is on my personal Facebook page, so fill your boots. But here we go. In fact, let me ask, we've got 8 people in there. Do you really want to see me as an ugly sister? Do you really want to see me dressed up in drag? Put a 1 in the comments if you really want it.
You guys put a 1 up.
Put a 1.
It's worth seeing.
Because I know you've seen it.
Yeah. My favorite picture of you is when you're dressed up. Okay, so Luddit gave you a 14.
Yeah, I got a 14. 14 out of 1. Purple, doing it 4 times doesn't count.
Well, first of all, you can't count because that's 5 times.
I've just seen the 5th one. Calm your phone.
Binary is still talking about soap.
Yeah.
I think Eddie is still talking about soap.
Get off your soap.
Eddie's got 1, 2, Eddie's got a bunch of ones there.
Oh, there's so many ones there. It's got to be done. Oh, and binary, of course.
Is being binary.
Has put up binary. And I think that means 1. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not very mathematical. All right, let's do it. Right, so get ready. All you haters, this is me. For want of the better explanation, be me. So I've got the red wig going. I've got the red wig. I got the red underpants, the red suspender belt, the red tights. I got some red shoes somewhere. Where are the shoes? Where are my shoes?
I don't know.
That was Toby. Oh, I got the red lipstick on and the mole and the eyeliner. And that was Toby that gave us a lift home. Bless him. That was Mitch. She was an ambulance driver. Oh no! Oh, there was silver shoes. Sorry, but look at the calves. Look at the calves.
The sexy legs.
In a pair of tights. Look at those calves. Holy shit! Jesus, I was fit back then. This was fucking 14 years ago.
Look at that one.
And instead of a dollar bill, I got given a crunchie. That's my finger. That's my finger I cut last night.
You took a picture of your finger that you cut last night?
Yeah, by accident. I really cut it badly.
Oh,
but that's okay. So that's it. Was that my emergency services uniform? No. Didn't tend to go out in that. Did I shave my legs? No, I didn't. I didn't think about that, actually. I should have done. What is a midwinter party? Okay, so you've got to remember that Christmas time here in Australasia, it's December when it's absolutely baking hot. So what we do is when it's cold is then we have Christmas to remember that Christmas is supposed to be in the winter. So
purple. It's a party in the middle of winter.
Basically. But we have to pick a party in the winter and we call it Christmas because Christmas is, technically supposed to be in the cold. So
binary doesn't make sense.
All right. I'll tell you what, binary. Get on your broom, fly down to me, even now, because it's really cold now at the moment. Fly to me now. Experience your winter here and pretend it's Christmas. Do you see what I'm saying? Because our Christmas is in summer.
Okay, I have a suggestion, my dear.
Yes, my dear.
I'm going to have to pop off of here to help Gina. She is having a problem outside right now, and as you know, she's still struggling to walk. So, what I'm going to do is suggest that you allow Eddie to come up for a while, because I know he was interested in coming up.
Well, about 10, 15 minutes ago when I was talking, I was about to put the link up, but then I got completely sidetracked. And that's what I have done right now. But before you disappear, no, has it appeared? No. Oh, that's weird. There we go. All right. But before I disappear, I need you. Ping. There we go. I need you to run the ship for about 30 to 40 seconds whilst the cat I've got in here.
Okay. Well, hurry, because she's stuck out there.
Okay.
So while he is doing his thing, I want to just take an opportunity to say goodbye to everybody in the chat. Let's see who we got here still. We got my favorite Ludit. We have Pat, Purple, Binary, and Eddie. I think that about does it. I appreciate you all putting up with me tonight. Great seeing you again too, Eddie. And Binary, I will see you at midnight. See you later, Pat. I love you too. Letty, you stay cool wherever you are, because it's been hot as heck here. All right, I've said goodbye to everyone, and I've told everybody I love them and everything. I'm going to head off of here. Be good to Eddie. I love you, my dear hubby.
I love you. Virgo, my love, you know I love you. You absolutely 100% know that. I apologize for the beginning of this video or the stream. I was just playing.
I know. Did I play along pretty good?
I know. Oh, yes, you did. Oh,
okay,
yes,
good. Good.
Okay.
All right.
Love to you. Love to Gina. Love to the dogs, the cats, the ostrich, the elephant, the emu, the sloth.
The skunk.
Anything. Lots of love.
Don't forget Carl, my squirrel.
Oh, and Secret Squirrel.
Did you just fall down, Maisie?
And the chicken. And the chicken, of course.
Always love to the super chicken.
Don't forget the chicken.
Don't forget the chicken.
Because you get a licking.
You sure the hell will. Okay, love you. See you guys later.
All right, talk
Bye.
to you soon. Bye. Right, is she gone? Oh, thank fuck for that. Jesus. No, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Only kidding. Only kidding. Don't get. All right. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. If you survived it all the time, thank you so much for being here. I think we had a great time. I think we looked at some funny videos, some really heartfelt videos, and just some videos in general that just make you go, bless. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. If you did like the channel, or if you did like the stream, a thumbs up would be so much appreciated. If you liked it that much, please consider subscribing. And if you really liked it and would like to support the channel, just down there, somewhere about there, is a thanks button. I've recently activated that thanks button. And if you'd like to support the channel and help it grow, then please click on that and, well, just say thanks. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. The next 2 videos coming out very shortly are going to be awesome and epic. Thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one. Good day.